everybody, my name's Gwen. Well, today we're going to be talking about the Romeo and Juliet effect. Did you ever, have like a boyfriend or girlfriend, and then when you let them home or invite them over, your mother usually judges her or him and tell you that, oh, that girl or boy looks great, and you can continue on him, or their family isn't good enough or something, and they doesn't allow you to date them. Well, if you have, then you are having the Romeo and Juliet effect, or I must say as the social network effect. Well, let me give you an example. Now, I have this box, this bottle. This bottle here is a bottle that contains water to wash the lens that my mother used. Well, these are water that used to wash the lens. But what if one day you ask for me of a water washing lens? Then I tell you, you can choose anyone, but doesn't choose this box. First, a lot of people, usually adults, have a thinking, oh, so this means that this can be a new thing, or it's just a one that's not for the kinds of lens I'm wearing, and so they doesn't choose that. But usually a lot of teenagers would have the thinking of it as like, wait, what? Why does they stop me from doing this? Just some. And if they really don't think about that, then that means they want to do it. And if I give you a button and I tell you, don't click on it, a big percent of people would say, oh, okay, that doesn't allow me to click on. But some others would say, what's this? Let's click it and see what happens. And that's just something that sometimes will happen that makes me feel kind of angry. Like even sometimes when your mother says, don't touch my things, you still want to explore a little bit, right? Well, the same happened to the Romeo and Juliet effect, or the social network effect, or SNE. I'll call it SNE. Well, SNE is the kind of effect that other people think about your couple, your partner. Like the person that you love is black people. I don't mean that I hate black people, but I just want to say that in a family who doesn't want black people, what will happen? Like, I love black people. I'm a black person. Well, I still really appreciate them. I just say that in a family that they doesn't allow to blacks, what will happen? Like you love a black man, and you said, okay, mom, this is my partner, the partner that I wanted. And usually the things that would happen is, one, your mother would start to think a little bit. Imagine that your mother is a person who doesn't like black people. Usually she would say, this doesn't fit our family at all, and would recommend you to choose against another one, right? But what if in your case, what do you think the people around you, the social around you, what do they think about your partner? Well, they might think that partner is not great, but choosing partners is according to a lot of things, right? Not just their skin, their personality, the way that they understand you, and every other things else that helps you to choose that person, right? Like you can't just bring a stranger to your house and say, Mom, Dad, this is my friend, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend. No, you can't say that. If you do, then probably it's some kinds of dare or some kinds of person that your mother or your father's told you to date. But if it's not, then probably it's gonna be someone who you understand and they understand your lots. And that person is usually really kind of heartwarming. Usually parents wouldn't just think about the way that they earn money and how does they look. No, my mother also thinks of an idea of caring. She always tells my brother to choose a girl who is carefree enough. She doesn't want money and she doesn't want rich boys. Because my brother, maybe he has money, but he's not too rich. So my mother wants a perfect life for him. But who cares? It's just the advice that my mother gave to him. There once was a time when my brother has bring a girl, and that girl doesn't fit some of my mother's choices, but she still accepts it. It's just your happiness. Well, in the future or now, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you bring you bring her or him to your house, but the social doesn't want you guys together. Would you guys want to date secretly or to listen to social and have the social network effect? Well, that's all about the thing that I want to share with you about today. The Romeo and Juliet effect. Or we can say the social network effect. And they all affect the freedom that you have. So if you think that they're wrong and they doesn't understand what do you want from that person, then choose that person and doesn't care about what does they think. Because if you really can choose that person and make that person believable for everybody, then everybody's going to follow you. It's just like a social network effect. A group of 10 people have the job of decide which person should you choose to date. If there are 3 or 5 people who choose no, then probably there would be some people who doesn't have an idea of what they are and they can't decide it yet. They usually follow the amount of choosing that has more. But if you make them to understand just 1 to 2 or 3 to 4, that 4 amount of people who understand can spread out of that effect. And that's the social network effect. Or we must say the Romeo and Juliet effect in this part. Well, now in your life, probably you find sometimes there's a lot of social network effects. Just one person who gives their idea on the network could make a big community of people who find clues and search out more about that same topic. Right? Well, that's all about what I want to talk about today of the social network effect. An effect that really affects the freedom that you have, but if you want, then go and change it to make your freedom explode. Bye.